Alright, this. What is going on in this song, bro? I would appreciate something like this with actual visual video. I will never listen to something like this, dog, for the purpose of enjoying it. Before when I do it again. Yo, what's poppin'? This is Word back at the WatztheWord channel, back in the game, but I jump into another hook bang. Know what time it is, man. It's your boy Word back in the game, but I jump into no reaction. Today, we jumping into a big one. Probably the most anticipated album of the year. It's been about, I want to say like a 5 to 6 year hiatus since this guy has last dropped the last album. He's a part of that three-headed monster. If you don't know who I'm talking about no other than Compton's own, LA's finest, Kendrick Lamar, dropping Mr. Morale in the Big Steppers. Hell of a title. Yes, it's a double disc. It's 18 records. I haven't really took a look at the track listing, so everything is gonna be a surprise. I haven't even heard Heart Part 5 that he released at the top of the week. I think he released at the top of this week, yeah. So everything is gonna be fresh to my ears, man. The last time I heard Kendrick Lamar was on Baby King's album, which he was on Family Ties, and he was on another song on that album. So it's been some time, man. Shout out to Kendrick, man. I am a fan of Kendrick. He is somebody I like to call a master of his craft. I feel like he takes his time with everything. He seems together. Everything is intentional. Nothing is for no reason. Everything has a purpose. Sometimes one thing has multiple purposes. You know what I mean? Multiple different meanings. And so on this first listen, you must believe and must know that I'm not going to catch everything. I'm not going to literally digest his album off a first listen. His album is something you have to sit down, and it's like a homework assignment, you know what I mean? And you got to study that mug quite some time. I appreciate that, because there's not a lot of artists, honestly, in this era that really even makes me have to consider their music to that degree and doesn't take me that in depth. So somebody like Kendrick, man, I can appreciate that. From that standpoint alone, he automatically sets himself apart from a lot of all these other rappers in the game. So you got to salute Kendrick for that, man. Like I said, I'm a fan of him. Definitely want to see this guy live. So I'm stoked to get into this album, man. And without further ado, let's get into it. K-Dot. Before we get into it, though, man, I must say, the Big Steppers. Yeah, the Big Steppers. Before we get into it, dog, I must say, I love the simplicity of the album cover. The album cover is super simplistic. It looked like he got like a thorn crown on his head. Maybe that's symbolizing being a savior of rap. Who knows? You know, he always got multiple meanings. But this one is pretty basic. You know what I'm saying? Looked like this maybe just representing where he is in life. A family man, got a daughter. Looked like he may have another, maybe that's a son. Looked like he got 2 kids at least at minimum. So, yeah, less is more, man. Let's get into it.
1,855 days.
Yee! Kendrick always come with that stuff.
That is a snitch on a pedestal. What is a house with a better view? A family broken in variables. What is a rapper?
This beat done changed about 3-4 times already. It's giving me some yay vibes right now. I grieve different.
I bought a Rolex watch, I only bought once. I bought infinity pools I never swam in. I watched King by 4 cars.
I bought infinity pools I never swam in. Now that's just ridiculous. Off rip, man. Pretty extensive. It's a pretty extensive intro.
Names is a real world outside. Take off your idols. Take off the wrong way. Take off the color. You ugly as fuck. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs. You stepping a one. I'm really watching for love. This ain't monogamy. Y'all getting fucked. Loving on what the hell is that?
This ain't monogamy. Y'all getting fucked. I'm with that. Pause though.
You ugly as fuck. You out of pocket.
Nah, that you ugly as fuck is hilarious, bro. This record, I'ma just save it to the end.
What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you niggas. I'm like overdog.
I'm with that line, dog. What the hell is cancel culture? Say what I want. Yeah, so I was gonna say, man, that last record, in '95, it came on with great momentum. but it kind of just like stayed the same. I think the format didn't really change as far as the hook. And then it kind of felt extensive. I was excited. I liked the production, and then it got a little repetitive. I don't know, though. I think that one may hit harder in the car, but let's go to the next one, man. Worldwide Steppers. I like the name of that one.
Act hard.
Yeah!
And this is the big stuff. Now my toxins, bacteria heavy, sciatica nerve pinch. I don't know how to feel like the first time I fucked a white bitch.
Dog, that dude, dog, he ain't right for that, dog. He don't know how to feel like the first time he fucked a white bitch. Kendrick ain't right for that boy, dog.
Happy just to be out the hood with all the wealthy kids, credit cards and family plans. She drove her daddy's Benz. I found out he a kid, Mad City tour. I flourished on them stages. When he asked did I have a problem, I said I might be racist. Ancestors watching me fuck. We some killers walking zombies trying to scratch
this nigga Kendrick is a savage on this one. Worldwide Steppers is something crazy.
8 billion people on earth, silent murderers, non-profits, preachers in church, crooks and burglars.
Non-profit preachers in church.
Silent murderers, non-profits, preachers in church, crooks and burglars. You too pretentious, you killed accomplishments. Niggas kill freedom of speech. Everyone says
he's talking on this one. He's talking a lot. I like it. I gotta listen to this. I gotta listen to this one again. But he's talking so much. Die Hard featuring Blast and Amanda Reifer. Shout out to Blast, man. Securing another legend feature. What a sheesh. He was on Nas, now he on this shit. That's crazy. Let's get it. Production. Anything with Blast gonna feel amazing though. Oh, I like whoever that is, I'm rocking with her voice. That shit sounds amazing. Hold on. That vocal sounds amazing. Let me get it back. This the single right here. You put this shit out, top 40 radio. I told you, anything with that nigga Blast is just gonna feel amazing. I mean, anytime somebody call on Blast, bro, just know the record gonna feel amazing, bro. It's gonna feel great.
I got some regrets, but my past won't keep me from my best.
Ooh, I like that. I got some regrets, but my past won't keep me from my best. I'm with that, nigga. That's the caption right there. That's it. Yeah, this record feel good, man. The last two, my favorites so far.
Make me. And I got daddy issues, that's on me. Everything the phone was that taught me, they have is buried deep.
I like that first verse. That was tough. This is why I always appreciate Kendrick. He rap with so much like aggression, but also like aggression meets emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. It sounds like he be yelling, but it's never like, dang, nigga, like piercing the ear. It's like he just got one of the best rapping voices, dog. I really appreciate it. Nigga.
When Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. Guess I'm not mature as I think. Got some healing to do.
When Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. Guess I'm not that mature. I guess I got some healing to do. He's known to do it. He's known to do name drops, so it really ain't a crazy bar. It's just interesting that he thought to put that there. Yeah, we not far into this record at all. We only on number 6, and I already feel like I've been listening for about 20-25 minutes. So hopefully this shit pick up.
Rich nigga get my dick sucked after the show.
Is this nigga Yak like narrating this shit or what? Like this nigga crazy.
I learned in trapping in the business, smart people making horrible decisions, you know. Rich nigga get my dick sucked after the show. I had a chain game, in the box getting pink. Nigga shit where you sleep.
This is just, I don't understand what's going on in this record. Man, I'm ready for this. This record gotta come on. That music is becoming too much. I don't know, man. I guess this is like almost a theatrical element to this album. Seems like, because I think this is like the second time I heard Kodak vocal. He was speaking on another one at the front of it. Now he's speaking on this one, so I mean, I guess it was like a poem he just did there. It was cool, but with that music, it was just too much, bro. What we got next? Rich Spirit.
Bitch, I'm attractive. Keep fucking you know.
I don't know. This record's kind of weird starting off only about a minute in, so let's see how it goes.
Trying to keep the balance, I'm staying strong. Stop
Nah, this ain't this. I'll tell you right now, this song right here, this is below Kendrick Lamar. He shouldn't have put this one on the album. I can tell you that right now. Like I don't even have to think about this song. Right here, I just know like it's just too low hanging fruit type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, bro, stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Like some of the bars are just like not quality. Like they just not Kendrick quality, bro. Like this is not premium right here. This record almost shouldn't even be on her. It shouldn't be. I want to skip it, but for the sake of finishing, let's just get through it. See if he pick it up on the second verse, man. I don't like the production either and what's going on in the background. This what happened when you hanging around with, because this sound like a Baby King type of record, production wise, his execution, what he doing with his vocal. You hang around with the little cuzzo. I'm not sure if he's his cousin or he's the nephew, something, but hanging around with him, man, I don't know. I think this kind of rubbed off on him. Like that. What is, like, come on, Kendrick, you can't be doing no now. Come on, that you ain't come on. See, that's what I'm talking about, dog. Nah, man. This sound like a throwaway record.
A real nigga, that brother. We dress up the score, give me that brother.
Nah, bro. Nah, I can't finish this, bro. It sound like he playing. This is crazy. Nah, I gotta, before I get too hot, let me just get out of this record, bro. I typically don't skip stuff, but it sound like he playing on that record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess he channeling vocals, but I can't take that. I gotta go, bro. It's certain records I just can't take, man. That record right there not right, bro. He wasn't coming correct on that one. This one is called We Cry Together, featuring Taylor Page.
I swear I'm tired of these emotional ass, ungrateful ass bitches, unstable ass.
I don't know. I can't even. It's just, I don't know, man. Before this even coming on, it's like I already like feel a certain way, like because it's like these records early on have too much of an impression to start making you feel a certain way. Like it's almost like man, what's up with this production he shows right here? Let's just try to listen though. Let's just try to, you know what I mean? I'ma just try to listen without thinking too much.
Shit, you must be bleeding in some more shit. Bitch, I don't know shit. Fuck your feelings. You want some whole shit? Fuck you, bitch. Nah, fuck you, nigga. Nah, fuck you, bitch.
Alright, this. What is going on in this song, bro? I would appreciate something like this with actual visual video. I will never listen to something like this, dog, for the purpose of enjoying it. Like,
Dick ass nigga that's trying to go big. But you was sucking this dick, though. Well, shit, I should've sucked his. Brother, fuck on your cousin. Bitch, you said you go fuck who? You heard me, nigga. It's nothing. You know what?
I don't know if I could finish this, though. It's comical, but it's like 5-6 minutes. This mug, bro, I don't know. Let's just try to get through it, bro.
Nigga, you dirty and you broke. Oh, you goofy and gunnable. The insecurities you got on my butt. Understand, if you look, I don't speak, then I'm caught on my name.
I can't finish this, bro. It's just way too long. And it's not that, yeah. This is an album. Like, that shit is like a skit. I don't know, bro. I can't deal with that one, man. Alright, I'm stoked for this one, man. I see Summer Walker name is on this one. You got Ghostface Killer, Kendrick Lamar. This was called Purple Hearts. Let's get it. If God be the source, then I am the blood talking. Yeah. This record actually feels pretty good, but damn, bro, these songs are quite long, bro. Like, let's try to get through it though. I can't even keep it. I mean, I can't even not keep it a beat. I have to keep it a beat. This smug is almost dragging now, bro. Like, let me look at this track list. Like, when the record first came on, the shit was moving with velocity. Now the record is almost dragging. Like, Like when I look at the first 5 to 6 records, everything up to Father Time, it was moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then it got to Rich Spirit, Cry Together, and Purple Hearts. These last 4 been kind of a bit much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I barely even want to finish these records. I'll be ready to go to the next one. But, all right, man, we getting into the second half of the record. This record is called Count on Me. Man, hopefully it turns up, man.
Breakthrough. I love when you count me out. I love when you count me out. Yeah.
This one feel good. I like how this one feel.
Fuck it up, fucking it up. How you gonna wear my shorts when the lines run deep?
See, this is what I've been looking for. See, it feels way better right now. This shit already feel better than that first half. Let's run it back a little bit.
Fuck it up.
How
you gonna wear my shorts when the lines run deep? Big pressure, feelings in the middle of the street. Fuck it up, fucking it up.
This should have been the freaking intro of the first one. I love all the theatrics in the background. Production crazy. I know millionaires that for that long. I love everything he's doing on this record. It's elevating. He's channeling the right pockets. He's going. Sorry. He just skating and flow. I mean, he doing all kind of shit on this one. He's channeling a lot. He's doing all kind of shit.
Sometimes I fall for
He's skating. Fucking it up. Yeah. Now that was what I was looking from the jump. I ain't get it till 9 songs later. Sheesh. Stop playing, Doc. Come with that shit, man. Next record we got is Crown. Let's see what we got.
this
nigga Kendrick's a character. See this, but this I don't want to see. You can't. This don't make sense, Kendrick. This don't make sense. This don't make sense. You can't set me up with that type of interest to the second disc and then drop me off to this type of vibe. That's what I don't get, bro. That's too much of a contrast. That mug is like this. Come on, Dad. You gotta keep it up. You know what I'm saying? You done took us already down on the first disc. The second disc should be up here, bro. That Count Me Out was already crazy. Now this mug, like this mug don't even sound like music right here. This mug sound like I don't know what this mug sound like, dog, but I don't want to finish this mug. I can tell you that right now. Man, I don't know what this mug sound like. It's not that enjoyable. Like, this mug wouldn't sound better in the car. I don't know what's going on, bro. It's hard to really tap into what he's saying because the way he's saying it and the production is so, like, Deftone. Like, let's just try to finish it, bro. Got some, got the Def keys back there playing, like, he sound like he owns something, like. Let me say one thing, and I'll expound on this later. This is a very. If I'm listening to this album, I'ma just save it. I gotta get out of there, bro. That shit, I can't take no more of that. You can't please everybody because the shit ain't pleasing me. I'll tell you that. That shit right there ain't pleasing probably anybody. This already feel great. 5 seconds in, I'm with it. And it got that Yak vibe. Let's get it. Now Yak mess around, watch that nigga Kendrick on her now. Let's see though. This definitely Yak Lane though. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about right here. It don't take no time. Finding some real 808 shit. I must say, dog, he should have got Cardi on her. This shit is like, I mean, yeah, this is almost a carbon copy of a Cardi type of record. What? See, this is type of stuff right here, though. I don't get what's going on. Because this is like, if some of this stuff is be seeming too elementary for Kendrick. And honestly, I mean, when I come to Kendrick, I come to him with expecting a certain taste and cloth of quality. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff that he's doing on here, it's a little underwhelming for what you expect from him. And I think that's fair. He's conditioned fans of his to expect a certain level and quality of music. You know what I mean? And like some of this stuff right here, like the record he had, what was the other record? I think it was Rich Spirit. Like some of this stuff is like coming off real elementary and like beyond basic. But let's just see, man. Honestly, he shouldn't even. This should have just already went to Kodak. But let's just see, man.
Just make me shit out in the Google. Suicide coolers and funeral. Track hard like play slingshot.
You gotta love you. Yak just come in with that easy flow all the time, dog. I rocks with Yak on this shit, bro. Let's get it.
It's like 6 o'clock. Bitch, you talk too much.
Talk too much.
Don't see my auntie is a man now. Slight bravado. Scratching the likes from Lotto. But they always want to fight him that much. She said, ain't no telling. Niggas always been jealous because he had more women.
I tell what he say? Mama said ain't no telling. Niggas always been jealous because he had more women. Man, this is a lengthy song, but definitely a hell of a concept. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very relevant to what's going on right now in America, in the world, everywhere. Interesting though that story came from Kendrick. Great storytelling. He told a story about not only his auntie, but also his, I think he said cousin, Demetrius is Marianne now. And just painted, you know, the timeline of how that stuff started with his auntie, then trickled down to his what should I say? To his cousin. You know what I mean? So just to see the effects of that, and then how the auntie was more like secluded and kind of low key, and by the time the cousin came around, it was kind of more out in the open, and just probably showed the evolution of how it was being accepted in the world. So it's not really. I don't give kudos to this record for being creative, because I think it's still low hanging fruit, but it is some great storytelling. I will give it that. What just happened at the beginning of this record, dog? This like some black skinhead Kanye West shit right here. There's nowhere to go, and there's nowhere to slow. It's the beams like that on your ass. This is Mother I Sober featuring Beth Gibbons of Portishead.
But they hands on her. It was family ties. I heard it all. I should have grabbed a gun, but I was so follow me for years in her afterlife, staring at me.
See, this is I don't understand this, Kendrick. Like, this type of song can't be 7 minutes. That's just too long, bro. Like, I want to stop and listen to it, and then I'm looking to see how long it is, and it's 7 minutes, because it really it isn't pulling me in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not pulling me in. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'm trying to be, fair with this album, but he's making it hard. He's making it hard. You know what I'm saying? And I give people a fair shake, but this right here, 7 minutes, you're asking a lot, bro. Man, we should be getting straight to the shits when you come back after 6 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit gotta be something crazy after 6 years. Man, hold on, man. This mug's so long, I gotta switch my battery. Hold on. All right, we back, man. Let's just try to, I don't know. I'm gonna get through as much as this as I can, man. Cause honestly, dog, he's asking for a lot. 7 minutes. Mercy.
No, again, still they didn't believe me. Mother's brother said he got revenge for my mother's face. It is sober, sitting with my...
It's no way I can finish this, bro. I just can't, bro. It's like, I'm not listening. I honestly don't know what to say about that mug, bro. this is not what I want to do when I'm listening to a record though. God, like it's almost becoming, I just don't know, bro. I really want to give this album a first shake, but I cannot sit there and listen to a 7-minute song with that type of delivery, that type of production. Like it's monotone, it's somber, it brings you down. Like it's just, yeah, I don't know. I gotta go though. I gotta go. All right, man. We on the last record. The record is called Mirror. Let's get it.
Myself and counseling is not easy. I'm sorry. I chose me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you chose yourself on this one. You chose yourself and said you're gonna do whatever you wanted to do on this album and whatever, bro. That's what it feel like on that song. That's what it feel like on a lot of these songs, if I'm being honest, man. Let's just get to my wrap up with this. There you have it, man. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers. Yeah, I must say, man, I'm looking at my recording. We are at 1 hour and 33 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 1 hour and 33 minutes. Alright? Yeah, man, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. My immediate takeaways is that was a lot. That was a lot. It was a lot, man. And more so, what I should say is that it was lengthy. You know what I'm saying? When I just go look at these songs, bro. So if it's 18 records on here, right? What is that? An hour, what's that? 73 minutes? 73 minutes? Calculator. I'm just trying to do some easy math right quick. An hour. Yeah. So the average duration of a song on this album is about 4 minutes and 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And with that, bro, you asking of a lot. I don't mind a lot of tracks. I really don't. Because if the record is moving, I'm moving with it. But this record was not moving. It came on pretty strong. It came on with some good momentum. When I look at the track list, United in Grief, you know what I mean? He got our ear because we ready to just hear what he got going on. N95 was an uppity record. Worldwide Steppers I really was rocking with. Die Hard I was moving. Father Time I was rocking with it. And then you get to Rich. And you got this just I don't even know what to call it, bro. I think Rich is the one where Kodak was doing like a poem over this. It was quite irritable type of music playing, like loud chords or loud keys in the background. I really didn't enjoy it. But what I'm saying is, bro, like these records feel quite lengthy. The average duration of a song on here was 4 minutes and 5 seconds. That's asking of a lot. Some of these records on here are 6 minutes. There's multiple records that's knocking at the door 6, some even knocking at the door 7. The production that was chosen on this album just did not sit well with me. It didn't sit well with me at all. It really didn't, man. But let me list some of the things I did actually enjoy on this album. Let me just name some of my favorites. I enjoyed Worldwide Steppers. I liked it. He was talking a lot. That's one of the records I feel like I gotta revisit and listen to exactly everything he was talking about. It was a lot of different topical things he really went at that I thought that was really relevant. I feel like he was talking about a lot of stuff that was going on the internet and just really sticking it to people, like with not being caught up in that life. Die Hard, I loved it. That's my favorite feature on there with Blast and Amanda Reifer. I think that's how you say her name. That's probably my favorite features. Father Time. The concept is definitely low-hanging fruit, but I thought he executed it well. I thought he did a great job at that. My favorite record, easily without even thinking about it, is Count Me Out. That record is actually pretty long. It's 4 minutes and 44 seconds, but it was a roller coaster. I mean, it was build up and then it took a left. He had that. It felt like kind of what I expect when I hear Kendrick. You know what I mean? What I was thirsting for. Because when you look at the last record, Damn, it's a Pimp a Butterfly. He was very experimental in ways on there as well. I kind of wanted Kendrick to present a certain version of himself on this album. On that song, "Count Me Out," I thought he was definitely in his best bag, his best pocket. It was the one that felt the best. The production, I thought that was the best. And it just felt like he really just let the music take control, opposed to coming to the record with an agenda with certain things to say. I felt like that was the one he was the most free on, and just, it was the most enjoyable for my ears for sure, without a doubt. And then Auntie Diaries is probably another one that I thought was definitely, it's going to be a significant record on this album just because of the topic he chose to tackle on that one. And he's talking about transgender or people in his family that's transitioned from female to male, male to female. I thought it was really eye-opening. I thought for sure it was definitely a transparent record he chose to tackle in a genre that is very opinionated upon that community. You know what I mean? So I think that was going to be very important. I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people, resonate with that community, the LGBTQ community, and probably specifically blacks that are struggling with that in that community. I think it's going to resonate a lot, and I think that'll be something they can banner behind. I think it's going to empower them. I think it's going to be a voice for them, because I can't name anybody that's on the level of Kendrick that's spoken about something like that. So I think that's going to be a huge kudos to Kendrick for even doing that. I must say that is bold. It's something very unexpected to come from him. Like, I didn't see that. I didn't foresee that coming. So yeah, salute to him for that, man. So that's about, what is that, like 6 records? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five favorites out of 18 for sure. So that's the things I kind of enjoyed. You know what I mean? The features, like I said, Blast, that was my favorites. But yeah, man, to say the least, man, it's a lot on this record that I found very hard to digest, very hard to enjoy, very hard to remain listening to the record, simply just to remain listening to the record. Because when you have long records with challenging production to intake, to embrace, and to sit with, that's a tough task and a tough ask. You know what I mean? Like, and I wanted to give this project a first shake, but it was tough. It was tough, man. And I think somebody that's as special as Kendrick Lamar, I think he has to emphasize and put more attention on making his music easier to listen to. Quite frankly, I must say, because he has some great projects, but a theme that comes with Kendrick Lamar that, you know, now we're 4 or 5 albums in, it's a big portion of his music that's hard to listen to. You know what I mean? And that shouldn't be what you have to. It shouldn't be a obstacle or a challenge for you to have to get over when it comes to music. Music should be easy to listen to. It should feel effortless. It should feel seamless. It shouldn't feel like it's a challenge or an assignment to listen to. And this project, bro, because of the duration of these records and the production, it made that very hard for me personally to do. I know To Pimp a Butterfly was one of the albums that was difficult. And what I'm saying, like, when I'm speaking about the difficulty, I'm not really even talking about the quality of it just yet, but I'm just saying the enjoyability of it. You know what I mean? The replay value of it, just what you should be able to do when you cut on the album, cut on the record, cut on any music. It should just be effortless. It shouldn't be, you know what I mean? It should make you want to dance. It should make you want to just vibe with it. These records felt like you had to, like, give it your attention and, like, persevere listening through the duration of the record. You know what I mean? And I'm really trying to be honest about my opinion about it, because I think Kendrick is special, but it's a challenge. It really was a challenge to listen to a lot of these records, because they were tough, man. They were tough. You know what I mean? They were really tough. Attention spans. He's dropping in an era where we're conditioned to a certain span. You know, the records are getting shorter and shorter. And I'm not saying he needs to conform with that, but I think it needs to be a balance. It has to be a balance. You know what I mean? And I think he just outright said, fuck the balance. It's just like, if records are going to go over 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, dang near 7 minutes, who cares? And I think that's not, I think he has to have enough awareness to still say, let me consider the consumer. Let me consider the ones that aren't just my core. You know what I mean? And because he's beyond, Kendrick Lamar isn't an artist that just only puts out music for his core fans. You know what I mean? Like, this record is going to do 400K plus is what I'm guessing. So that's not a cult core following that's only listening to that. You're talking to the masses now. And I think anytime somebody got that platform, I think they are held to the standard of considering them. And you know, I think that's something you have to be critical of about this album, critical about Kendrick. I thought the Damn album did a very great job at that because he had both and. This record, he had some, but it's overwhelmingly a lot of the stuff that's very lengthy in production, that's very kind of different from what, if you're not his core, you may not be able to sit with. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I said a lot, man. When I listened to the album, some common themes that I felt that were throughout the whole album. I felt like love and just relationships was a lot going on throughout this album. I felt like just speaking on where the times are in the world, the internet, and all of that, cancel culture, things of that nature, like a lot of relevant topics that are real touchy. He kind of really just went for it and spoke out of his own vein. You know what I mean? And one thing I must say, because I'm talking a lot about, I have a lot of criticism for the length of this album and the challenges to listen to the production and to persevere through records. I think you have to listen to this Kendrick Lamar album almost theatrically, almost cinematically, because one, you got Kodak Black as a narrator, and there's a lot of records on her that are almost serving as an interlude or a scene transition. Like when I think of the record, I think it was Savior. Savior's at a interlude. It's really not music. It felt like a score a lot of times. A lot of this music felt like a score. And it's really hard because one, we're not looking at no visual. You know what I mean? Like, so it's, when I say theatrical, it's kind of like a play. Like, we're not looking at no visuals, and then most of us are just sitting here listening to it on a laptop, our phones, maybe in the car. So, like, 9 times out of 10, like, the way we listening to this music, I don't know how he intended for people to listen to it, but we probably not going to listen to it the fashion that he intended for the consumer to listen to it. So it's a bit of a challenge. You know what I mean? I think it may be better with visuals. I wouldn't mind if he did like a Beyonce style type of visual album with this one. I think that will catapult this massively. So that may be something he has in the tuck, something he may unload. But I'm just giving my raw, immediate takeaways. You know what I mean? My takeaways and my feelings to this album could change. But I must say, I pretty much know what I like when it comes to production. And the duration of songs, how long they are. I know that's a challenge. You know what I mean? I like stuff to be kind of short, sweet, and I can run it right back. It's not a lot of that on this album, but yeah, man. That's the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers album reaction, album recap, album review, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I must say, man, it was I'm taken aback. I expected more. Like records like Count Me Out. There's no DNA on here. I'll tell you that right now. There's no Humble. There's no swimming pools. There's no backseat freestyle. Like, there's none of that on here. Love, like, or loyalty or loyal with Rihanna. There's none of that on here. You know what I mean? Like, none of that type of big boy, out of this world Kendrick Lamar on this album. You know what I mean? And I'm comparing Kendrick to Kendrick. I'm not comparing him to nothing else. Like, throughout this whole album, I kept saying, like, dad, this stuff kind of feels like more elementary, kind of like beyond basic for what I expect when it comes to Kendrick. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's none of that stuff on here, though. None of that big boy, like, poetic justice. Yeah, there's none of that, man. Poetic justice, like, yeah, it's underwhelming for the most part, dog. Overall, this record was underwhelming. It was underwhelming. I don't think this album is for me, per se. And I am a Kendrick fan. Like, I think he's special. I think he's one of the greatest of his generation. He's one of the greatest of all time. But overall, this album in particular is not for me. I don't take it over. I can tell you right now, I don't take it easily over Good Kid, Mad City. Not over Damn. And not over To Pimp a Butterfly neither. Like, all those records are, if not classic, dang near classics. This one right here, though, it's not sitting, it's not looking at none of those albums in the face and being able to stand next to them. It's not. It don't have no records that's on that type of, that level. You know what I'm saying? It don't have that. These have important records. I'll say it has important records with important topics, but it doesn't have the musicality of those other albums. And with those albums, they had songs that were just big boy records with musicality that was premium. This album, as it sits right now, does not possess that. The best single type of big boy records I hear on her off of Rip maybe is Die Hard. I can see We Cry Together being some TikTok shit, right? But it's not a single. Die Hard. And man, I'm trying to see, dog. Die Hard. Maybe Purple Hearts, but the shit's too long. I don't know. It's really not I can't even look at this shit and say it really has that type of shit on here. It really doesn't. Die Hard is like the only one, bro. And maybe the one with Kodak, Silent Hill. I'll give you that one. Die Hard and Silent Hill is the only ones I feel like, you know, you could take this to radio and they could do something with it. For the most part, he don't make records for the radio, but he typically has 1 or 2, 3. He can do something with the radio, but this mug don't got much of that. And even the ones I named, they not on the level of that stuff that I was talking about on them other albums. Swimming Pools, Backseat Freestyle, Humble, DNA, Poetic Justice. It's none of that type of level of records on her. Immediately, I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that right now. It doesn't have anything that fits that caliber of records that's like single. None of that. And you at least should have that. He totally disowned any of that on this album. Because some of the stuff felt like reference records. Yeah, I got to stop talking about this, man. Look, y'all let me know. I had a lot to say about this because I expected much more. I must say, man, because we waited 6 years. I felt like, for some mid. That's my immediate takeaway. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm keeping it a bean. I wanted to give this a first shake as much as I possibly could. And I felt like we waited 6 years primarily for some mid. I'm being 100% honest. I think it has some important records on her. I think it has some records that will resonate, but overall, no. You expect more, you expect greater, you expect better when you come to a Kendrick Lamar album. So that's my immediate takeaway, man. It may be a bit much, it may be a bit critical. I'm not calling it trash, I'm not calling it whack, I'm not calling it none of that. But I will say it was underwhelming. I'm a bit disappointed. And we should see how it grows. Y'all get in the comments, let me know what y'all think. I got so much fucking footage to edit. I'm gonna try to chop this stuff down. But y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know if I'm bugging, if I'm way off. Particularly, though, let me know how does this sit next to his other albums? How does these songs compare to his own catalog? I want to know all that. What's your favorites? What you don't like? What you critical of? Where do you rank this amongst his other albums? Like I said earlier, and just give me your spiel, man. And what did actually Mr. Morale in the Big Steppers title really convey? I feel like it was constant themes throughout it, but I don't know much about the title. You know what I'm saying? So give me your thoughts on that. Make sure you hit the like on this video, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. Hit the bell so you don't miss another video. New shit coming every day, every week, every month. Know what time it is, man. It's your boy Word. Thanks for watching. Yeah! Did it before and I do it again.